YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Zell, and I'm spinning again. I'm back with another one. You hear me? And today we got Gervontay Tank Davis versus Frank the Ghost Martin. Scheduled in June. Done deal. Um, I'm excited for this fight because this might be Tank's biggest challenge since Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull Cruz gave him a challenge. Pitbull Cruz had good head movement, but he didn't offer any resistance in distance. He didn't offer any resistance in terms of boxing. On the inside, he was able to rough Tank up a little bit, but he couldn't like land on Tank without Tank touching him. In fact, Tank was bigger than him, so the reach was in Tank's favor. So Tank's fighting a longer guy who has good boxing ability, who's not going to be a stationary sitting target. So it's going to be real interesting to see how this turns out. So let's get it.
There you go, Gervontay. There you go. Listen, breaking news. I just got off the horn with a source of mine who has never steered me wrong. So if this source is wrong, I don't want to be right. Gervontay Tank Davis will be facing the ghost, Frank Martin Jr. Yeah, that's the shit I'm talking about, Gervontay. Perfect. Now, I don't know if the fight is going to be at 135 or if it's going to be at 140, but I'm super lit because to me, that Frank Martin is the perfect preparation for Devin the American Dream.
Well, this dude was
Devontae
sick.
Tank Davis versus Frank Martin in June. Now, I do have other details that I've been privy to that information, but I'm going to wait for the information to be released by the powers that be. And listen, Gervontay, I had to break it to my community. Don't slap me, brother, or threaten to slap me. But I know what you got up your sleeve. Gervontay Tank Davis fighting Frank Martin Jr. Oh, I want to say this too. We just heard that David Benavidez is moving up to light heavyweight to take on Alexander Volsic.
If he Ukrainian, he got to be Ukrainian. His name awfully familiar to Usyk. There's always an ick with the Ukrainians. I know Lomachenko, he's Ukrainian. He has a different name.
Listen, how I feel about that is this. Though I'm sad, I am sad that it looks like we'll never get Canelo Alvarez versus the Mexican monster. I get it. I often said make your own legacy. David Benavidez, he just can't make the weight anymore. He can't stick around, and he's been threatening to move up for a while. And after it looked like Canelo Alvarez is just going a different direction, I'm hearing Berlanga again now, right, from Eddie Hearn. He's definitely not fighting him Cinco de Mayo. I just don't think Devin or David Benavidez can wait at 168 and just, be more weight drained and shit. I mean, 175 is just more natural for him. It's 7 pounds up north, right? I mean, it's just more natural for him. He wants to make his own legacy. Fighting Volsic is great because fighting Volsic puts him right in line for a fight with the winner between Better Biev and Bivol. Why? Because Better Biev, one of his claim to fame fights was against Volsic, right? I mean, he unified, I think, beating Volsic. Also, Volsic's the way he boxed is pretty similar to Bivol. Not as good as Bivol, but similar. Volsic can fight. Canelo Alvarez in preparation for Bivol, he got Volsic as his sparring partner. So either way, right? If Bivol wins, David Benavidez taking on Volsic is good preparation for Bivol. If Beterbiev wins, Beterbiev and David Benavidez have the like opponent of Volsic, and we can compare how they performed against Volsic in order to hype that fight against Beterbiev and David Benavidez, the Mexican monster. We didn't get Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez, though. I mean, if we do, it'll probably be some strange catch weight and all these things. all these stipulations, but we didn't get it. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. But David Benavidez, laying down his own pathway for his legacy. I get it, and it's right. You saw Errol Spence waiting at welterweight just way too long, right? He didn't look like his best self against Terrence Bud Crawford, and taking nothing from Terrence Crawford. He whipped his ass. He would have always whipped his ass. He's amazing. He's the best fighter in the world. Whatever you guys need to hear. But back to Gervontay Tank Davis. No more of that whole he doesn't fight black slick fighter shit. All of that is a race now. Fighting Frank Martin. I am extremely interested to see how Gervontay Tank Davis looks against a fighter who has high IQ, great movement, fights off his back foot, not much of a puncher, so he's more economical with his punches, and Tank has to box him aggressively and go get him. I just want to see that dynamic, see how Tank look. It can help me visualize how much trouble he'll be in against Devin Haney, or how easy it'll be for him for Devin Haney. I would love to see that. And Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to say that. Comparing Frank Martin and Devin Haney is like comparing apples to oranges. Now they both are good boxers, but they fight in opposite stances. Frank Martin is a southpaw, Devin Haney orthodox. With that being said, I think Frank carries his power more better than Devin. I don't think Frank has been down to 135, but Devin Haney, his frame is so big, and maybe he don't cross the line with his head when he punch. I don't know. I'm not sure, but that restricts his power in those lower weight divisions. Now, when at 140, we seen him sit down and put some weight in his punches against Regis. So it seems like the bigger hand he gets, the more power he'll get. That's what it seems. So that's also interesting because if the fight happens at 135, maybe Devin won't have the power to keep Tank off of him at that weight. But at 140, I can see him having a lot of pop in his punches and Tank respecting him and being forced to box. With Frank Martin, it'll be the same. He's going to be forced to box, but it's different. It's different looks from an orthodox Frank Martin and from a southpaw Frank Martin and an orthodox Devin Haney. It's different looks for sure, different angles, different rhythm, different timing. So Tank gonna have to get used to just that timing and rhythm. You feel me?
For that matter, Frank Martin is the perfect one. I hope it's at 140 because I think Gervontay needs to get like a full training camp at 140. So when he fights like a Devin Haney or whatever, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, we still don't know who wins that fight. I'm leaning towards Devin, but Ryan mess around, knock his ass out. We really don't know.
This nigga just said Ryan knock out Devin. I mean, let's be honest. What is Ryan Garcia's secret weapon? Does he have a good straight right hand? Does he have a good jab? No. So what is Devin Haney going to prepare for? The left hook. What did he prepare for when he went against Regis? The left hook. But Ryan throws a lead check hook. Regis throws a southpaw looping hook. So Devin is used to fighting against guys with a big punch. So it's going to be interesting to see the dynamic between him and Ryan. He going to force Ryan to box. Ryan can't walk Devin down because Devin got power at 140. So he might run into something he don't expect. You have to see.
But if Devin were to beat Ryan Garcia, it gives him another training camp at 140 in preparation for Devin the American Dream Haney. Let me know how you all feel in the comments below. Show biz little dope. I'm out.
YouTube, that's my insight. I got Tank beating Frank by a slim margin. It's gonna be a good close fight. We want to see Tank fight a bigger fighter who also has technique comparable to him, who also fights out of a southpaw stance. I don't think we've seen him box a southpaw fighter who has good feet, fluid, power, and range. And Frank the Goes Martin. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting test for Tank, but I got Tank passing that test. You feel me? And about the Canelo and Benavidez, that's messed up what Canelo did to that man. Started out his career for that long. All he wanted was an opportunity. Floyd gave Canelo an opportunity, but Canelo can't give these other fighters an opportunity. That shit crazy to me. Um, Benavidez, though, he can get many opportunities fighting those guys in that bigger weight class. Bivol and Better Beef, he has a nice opportunity if he wins to become number one contender for any one of those belts once they fight each other. Shit, boxing is on a good path this year, bro. Devin Haney versus Garcia. Can't wait to see the outcome. We have a bunch of good fights scheduled for the year. We got Ngannou, Joshua, and whenever Fury fight, it's Usyk, bro. We got a action packed 2024, and boxing is on a good trajectory, bro. The sport of boxing is making a return, and I'm gonna be along with them when they make their return. Man, like, comment, subscribe, and share this, man. We're gonna roll the 2K. We're gonna get that to the Mafia too strong. I love y'all. Till next time.